He's got the cash, he's got a condo, he's got a car, he's got a career. But that still doesn't mean he gets you. Time to shine. Orbit.
Introducing new Parodontax, the toothpaste that helps prevent bleeding gums. If you spit blood when you brush or floss, you may have gum problems and could be on the journey to much worse. Help stop the journey of gum disease. Try new Parodontax toothpaste.
Hurt on the job? Don't take anything for granted. Not your medical care, not your paycheck, and not your job. Because what you're offered and what you really deserve can be two completely different things. That's why we're here. At Nurenberg-Paris, we protect the rights of people injured on the job, and we're ready to help you. Because your job matters, experience matters. Call Nurenberg-Paris, 1-800-399-2300.
Are you still waiting to change your bathtub? Bathfitter can give you a new tub in as little as 1 day with their unique tub-over-tub process. Isn't that amazing? Bathfitter will measure and make you a new custom bathtub that they install right over your existing one. Plus, only Bathfitter has seamless walls, which guarantee a watertight fit.
And a lifetime warranty.
That's what got me. A new bathtub changes your life, and it's never been more affordable.
This month only, 0% APR financing for 24 months.
Introducing Listerine Zero Alcohol. It delivers a whole mouth clean with a less intense taste. So it has the bad breath germ-killing power of this, with the lighter feel of this. For a whole mouth clean with a less intense taste. Try Listerine Zero Alcohol. Also try Listerine Pocket Packs for fresh breath on the go.
Hate changing your cat's litter? Then change your cat's litter to new Arm & Hammer Slide, the amazing litter that slides out without scraping or scrubbing and guarantees a 7-day odor-free home. So slide on over to Arm & Hammer.
What makes a Lipton meal? First you start with this, then add this and this face. Wait, we can do better. Yeah, that's the one. And fresh brewed Lipton iced tea. That can wait. Oh, but not you, buddy. Bring everyone together with the refreshing taste of Lipton iced tea.
This is the story of May and the April showers. It was shaping up to be a most miserable day. But then, destiny struck. Did May imagine April showers bringing her fashionable flowers at such a sunny price? Never. But that's the beauty of a store full of surprises. You never know what you're going to find, but you know you're going to love it. Marshall's. Your surprise is waiting.
Nobody juggles daytime TV quite like Harry. Plus,
I'm going to write a love song for you.
Could you be the inspiration for Harry's next hit song? Next, Harry.
Watch Harry today at 10 on News 5. The pulse of Cleveland. Now, the rhythm of your world. Now, all captured in the Now Cleveland. To keep you in the know. To keep you in the now. The Now Cleveland. Today at 4 on News 5.
Henderson Roofing and Construction. Just a moment. Hey, honey, we have a roofing lead on line 3.
Sure, honey. This is Ken.
Just a moment. Hey, honey, we have storm damage on line 2.
Okay, honey.
Hey, honey, can you get me that Schneider invoice?
Sure, honey.
Thanks, honey.
Henderson Roofing and Construction, family owned and operated. Call by Wednesday and get free gutters with complete roofing or siding.
Okay, it's on Starz. It was a book by Neil Gaiman called American Gods, and it's basically the old gods versus the new. For example, I play an old god. I don't really like to say that, but an old god Easter with new god.
We are interrupting live with Kelly right now to stay on top of breaking news. We're getting an update on the nationwide manhunt for the so-called Facebook killer, Steve Stevens.
We know that search is stretching nationwide. Also here in Ohio still this morning. We're waiting now for the mayor to step up to the podium, but again, we're expecting new information on the manhunt for Steve Stevens.
And we'll be hearing not only from the mayor, but also Chief Calvin Williams, as well as the FBI. This is a multi-agency search, and now again a nationwide search. Here's Mayor Frank Jackson. Let's listen.
Since a tragedy involving Steve Stevens and on Easter Sunday. And I want to start off by really thanking the Godwin family. And those of you who have watched them as they've gone through this tragedy, how they've handled themselves, the messages that they've been given, they ought to be commended and thanked for their leadership in this, because they have demonstrated, even in this tragedy, this personal tragedy to their family, that they have forgiven and that they have come together in a way that they've asked us as a community to forgive and to begin to heal. Because what happened on Easter Sunday was traumatic. It's traumatic to the Godwin family, but it's been traumatic to Cleveland in particular. But with social media, this has gone all over the country. And people are having the same kind of response and reaction to this, of how the loss of innocence has affected them. And so I want to say to the Godwin family that we are proud of them, and that we really thank them for showing us the way in this situation. The chief and our federal partners will begin to talk about some of the things that we're doing. There may not be a lot of new stuff, but there will be. What we want to do is keep you informed, so that the facts will be the facts, not anything else. Okay, Chief.
Thanks, Mayor. Good morning. Just a couple things. First and foremost, we have not located Steve. We're still asking the public's help in that regard. Just a couple little technical things for the community to understand. This is currently a nationwide search, and we are getting calls from all over the country, as far away as Texas. If there is a perceived sighting of Steve or this vehicle, we want you to dial 911 right away. If you think you see Steve out there, or if you think you have spotted that vehicle, we want you to call 911 right away. If you think you have information that may lead to Steve or that vehicle, then that's what that FBI tip line is all about. We're getting people as far away, again, as Texas that are saying, hey, I just saw him in a Walmart, and they're calling that tip line, and then we relay that information, and then we have to get back to that jurisdiction to have boots on the ground right then and there, go and check that out. So if you think you spot him or that vehicle, call 911 in your local jurisdiction so they can get officers there right away. If you think you have information that may lead us to him or the vehicle, then call the FBI tip line. There are a couple things floating around out there as far as us tracking this vehicle through some kind of GPS or vehicle locating system. That vehicle is not equipped with any of those systems. Of course, that's the first thing that we looked at from the dealership aspect, and also from Ford Motor Company itself. The vehicle is not equipped for that type of tracking. But again, we're still asking the public's help in locating Steve. We have received to date almost 400 tips nationwide on this, so we encourage people to keep sending in those tips. With that, I'm going to quickly turn it over to Steve Anthony from the FBI.
Thanks, Chief. Just a quick follow-up. I mean, can't overemphasize that point enough. Look, at someone out there with 100 years plus of experience of the U.S. Marshals, FBI, and many other state, local, and federal agencies have told us that someone out there has a key piece of information that can help us resolve this matter. They just might not know it. So when in doubt, they have to make the call, as the Chief just said. 911, 1-800-CALL-FBI. We don't care. Call someone and let law enforcement come in and follow up on that. As you know, we have a $50,000 reward out there that was announced yesterday by the mayor. Of course, that is still out there. We have issued the U.S. Marshals and the FBI an unlawful flight to avoid prosecution warrant based upon the underlying murder warrant filed by the city of Cleveland. All that does is, again, lets everyone know very clearly, every federal agent, local agent, state agent that there is a federal warrant issued, and again, any individual across the United States could act on that warrant, execute that warrant to resolve this matter and to take Steve into custody. Also, as you know, we have billboards up throughout the country, again in the effort to make sure that Steve's face, his vehicle, is out there for the public to see. We can't thank you all enough for making sure that that's out there. We definitely believe that that'll be critical in resolving this matter. And again, as I know the marshal would agree, and he'll stand up here in a second, is that what we're trying to do again is to sort of close the aperture and to try to narrow the space. We wish we could provide more information and to more narrowly focus the search. Obviously, if we had that information, you would know about that. And again, we hope we get to that point so we could share that with you and again, try to elicit the public support to resolve this matter. So with that, again, just to reiterate, 911, the 1-800 call FBI. See something, say something. When in doubt, call it. With that, Marshal Elliott.
We're very fortunate here in Cleveland with our partners, because I really believe our strength here is in our partnerships together. So we have our task forces nationwide on this investigation across the country, not only within the Marshal Service but within the FBI. I made the comment the other day, I think we are going to get this individual one way or the other. We've seen a lot of cases through Northern Ohio over the last 10+ years. Some have run for a couple days, some have run for a couple years, some have killed themselves after they ran. So at the end of the day, we're going to use all our resources, put everything together, not only locally but nationally, and follow up on every single lead, no matter where it takes us, within this country or other countries. So, I'm very proud of all our partners here on both sides, and again, I'm very optimistic that we're going to bring closure to this. Thank you.
If I may add one more thing. Over the last few days, we've been talking to a lot of the clergy in regards to this, and they've asked us to communicate to Steve Stevens that they are available to him if he needs their help. In particular, one of the people, pastors that he had been talking to, Pastor Vernon, he had been talking to him early on, I think even before the incident occurred. And so the clergy wanted me to mention that they are available for him if he, in fact, needs their counseling or feels that they could be of assistance to him in turning himself in. All right?
Chief Williams, has the investigation stalled, or given so much exposure, why aren't we seeing more developments faster?
No, I don't think the investigation is stalled. Like the marshal says, these things can take 2 days, they can take 2 weeks, they can take 2 years. It depends on the individual that's out there. It depends on their mindset and what they're planning on doing. And like I stated yesterday, it depends on if they're getting assistance or not. When people go on the run like this, at some point in time, they need help. And we're telling people, the only assistance in this case is to call us and let us know where this person is so that we can resolve this.
Chief, when's the last time anybody's had any communication with him? Can you pinpoint that time frame for us?
As far as we can tell, it was the day of the actual incident.
Are you sure that he's still alive?
We're not sure, no.
Can I ask Agent Anthony, has he been added to the FBI's most wanted list?
Yeah, that's been reported. That's not accurate. He is, an extremely wanted fugitive by the U.S. Marshals and the FBI, but he's not technically on the top 10 list.
Top 10, but do you have some level below that, just called most wanted?
Mr. Steve is a most wanted.
And does that trigger something in the FBI? Does it change anything? He
has been, Steve has been the hugest priority of everyone up here from day one. So nothing has that changed, sir. I mean, the emphasis, the priority to resolve this matter could not be at the higher level. Just rest assured, law enforcement is not holding any tools in its tool bag. We're playing everyone out. We're using everything we have. But of course, in this circumstances, as the marshal and others have said, we need the public's help. But again, we're using every tool in our tool bag. Rest assured we're doing that. But again, the fact that he is not a top 10 or a marshal's top 15 doesn't change any of the fact that he is a wanted fugitive. And again, this information is getting out across the country and quite frankly, across the world.
Do you think
For us in Northern Ohio, he's our highest priority at the end of the day. So,
does your experience tell you anything about how this plays out? I mean, he's been, you know, on the lam, as it were, for a couple of days now. Do you think he's alive?
Well, I'd only give you my personal opinion, you know, based on the past. There's two things. Either he's dead somewhere or someone's holding him up somewhere else in a house. So we've seen a little bit of both, again, over the years. This isn't our first rodeo. We've seen a little bit of everything. So we're not going to get into some of the investigative things that we have knowledge of, but rest assured, we are following up on every single lead. We've brought in tons of manpower, not only locally, but nationally. We have pretty much everybody working on this investigation in this case. So again, I'm very confident and optimistic that we'll bring closure here.
Do you think he could be outside the United States?
You ask me? Anything's possible. Anything is possible. So again, we'd be giving personal opinions on that, so anything's possible.
But is the border police involved in this?
Yes,
too?
yes.
Yeah.
Rest assured, we've taken all precautions to make sure we can do everything we can to ensure that he does not leave the country. But again, as Marshal Elliott said, again, anything's possible. We believe we've collectively done what we can to mitigate that, and of course, they're involved. Again, there's not a federal agency in the United States that is not involved in some way, including our partners over here with the ATF, which we haven't mentioned. Again, the Secret Service, everyone is aware of this case, is focused on it, and is willing to chip in any way possible to, again, to support Chief Williams and his department.
And have there been any hits on his license plate, any of the license plate readers that are state filed?
Not that we're aware of.
Are you guys now comfortable that the statements he made about killing other people were untrue?
Go ahead, Chief.
I mean, to date, we haven't discovered any more victims. So to date, right now, I can tell you we're confident that there are no more victims. But we still continue to search. I mean, we get, like I say, we had close to 400 tips come in, and a lot of those are sightings or purported sightings of either him or the vehicle. But some talk to victims and locations and things like that. And we take all these seriously, and we follow up on every tip that comes in.
Chief, in the video, he had multiple cell phones. You could see he was posting with one and then videotaping another. Do you know how many cell phones he had, and is that complicating things for you guys?
No, it's not really complicating things, but we have knowledge of the devices that he has, and they're part of the investigation.
Do you know
yes.
how many cell phones there were?
We can't really put that out there, but we are knowledgeable of it.
GPS, I think the general public has a misunderstanding of how easy this should be. If he's got a cell phone, you should be able to track his cell phone.
Well, again, you know, we don't want to get too far into the investigation because there are a lot of things that happen in this case that happen in other cases. But we are using every investigative tool at our disposal, from the federal level on down, to bring closure to this case.
What about a little bit about your working relationship with Facebook, the legality of that, and do you think it would be wise if they left his account open and maybe get a credit for that?
Last question.
Somewhere else?
Well, we have a good relationship with all of our social media businesses out there. Facebook was responsive. They did what they had to do within their protocols.
Okay, as we close, I just wanted to remind you guys that we'll be doing these briefings as long as it seems to be a benefit
And from a public safety standpoint, for people out there who are sharing information on social media, just to make sure that you're sharing information that's accurate. You know, rumors can be spread, as we see in many instances, very quickly. You know, don't continue to share the video, certainly, of the criminal act, because that just hurts the family. Go to credible sources that are vetted and share that information. Thank you.
Are you planning a briefing at 3 o'clock today?
We'll put information out if we're going to do another one. Not sure about the rest of today.
And that is the latest in the manhunt, the nationwide manhunt for Steve Stevens, wanted for aggravated murder in the shooting death of Mr. Godwin. Really nothing new to come out of this press conference today, but reiterated pleas to the public that if you know anything, even if you think it's insignificant, to come forward, call 911 or the FBI.
Because the smallest detail could be that missing piece they need to put this case together. And something interesting here to note as well, they've gotten more than 400 tips from as far as Texas. So they want to hear from you if you've seen or hear anything about this case.
Also, clearing up some rumors here. Chief Williams mentioning the rumor that there was perhaps a GPS tracker in the suspect vehicle that Stevens is driving. He said the vehicle is not equipped with any such technology, so that is a rumor, and just kind of reiterating not to spread any rumors, to go to legitimate sources.
We will continue to stay on top of the manhunt for the Facebook killer. You can count on us to bring you the latest information here on air. Also, our News 5 app. Now back to Kelly.
If you've got a life, you got a Swiffer.
World. More people are now watching News 5 at 6 and World News Tonight with David Muir, and we thank you.
This week on The View, we've got red hot topics. Woo! And our political views on fire with Washington powerhouse Elizabeth Warren. Plus, we're hanging with Oscar winner Anne Hathaway and Sex and the City star Cynthia Nixon. Fabulous. This week on The View.
Experience the new Sealy line first at Mattress Warehouse and receive a discount equal to the sales tax on qualifying sets, like this new Sealy cushion firm with cool gel memory foam, just $5.99 plus 60 months no interest financing. Only at Mattress Warehouse.
Ah, summer. When every young man's fancy turns to baseball. Unless you need tires. And then you turn to Conrad's for fancy savings like these.
It's Tire Wars, the best time of the year at Conrad's when our manufacturers are competing. You can get up to a $160 mail-in rebate with the purchase of 4 new Goodyear tires with a Goodyear credit card. Tire Wars.
Yeah. That Conrad's.
Playoff deals are here at Ganley Nissan, proud partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Just sign and drive the new 2017 Altima or Rogue. $159 per month lease, $159 a month with zero do-it signing. And if you have a job and make $400 a week, we want to approve your credit at Ganley's Mayfield Nissan, just off 271 on Mayfield Road, or Ken Ganley Nissan, I-71 at Route 18, Medina. Get here now.
Coffee runs? You don't do coffee runs. Not when you're rolling through with sweet, styling scooters. You won $20,000 from an Ohio Lottery instant game. And now, you do espresso runs. Play the new Ohio Lottery instant games. It doesn't take a lot to feel like a million.
Why shop anywhere else for Tempur-Pedic but Mattress Warehouse? Queen sets start at just $34 a month. Upgrade to an adjustable for just $11 more per month. Plus, get 60 months no interest financing or up to $300 in free gifts. Mattress Warehouse.
For tough allergy congestion, Allegra-D helps you break through fast with a non-drowsy antihistamine and a powerful decongestant. Break through allergy congestion with Allegra-D.
Safe, non-habit-forming MidNite. Unlike some sleep products, it's drug-free. It can help you fall asleep and stay asleep so you can wake refreshed. MidNite, the drug-free way to get the sleep you need.
Need a new roof? Tell them to go to CampoRoof.com. What about siding? CampoRoof.com. And gutters? CampoRoof.com. Call Campopiano Roofing, in business for over 30 years. We're here to service you.
For a free estimate, visit CampoRoof.com.
Hilltop Village Apartments is retirement living at its very best. Residents enjoy a true sense of community with an elegant yet comfortable lifestyle, chef-inspired meals, and countless amenities and services, including laundry facilities. All apartments are first floor with private screened-in patios. Independence for you, peace of mind for your family. Hilltop Village Apartments, retirement living at its very best.
Could your credit use some help?
Have no fear. The Credit Clinic is here at Halleen Kia. Bad credit? Slow credit? No credit?
Whatever your credit situation may be, Halleen Kia can get you approved today. So you can drive home a 2017 Kia Forte for just $89 per month, or a 2017 Kia Sorento for just $139 per month.
Only at Halleen Kia in North Olmsted and now in Sandusky.
Welcome to the Rug Doctor Institute of Clean, where we get things dirty so you can get your home cleaner. Our Rug Doctor system cleans deep below the surface with power that compares to the pros. We pull out pet problems, party fouls, even deep down filth. You'll feel disgust, yet satisfaction. Disgustifaction. Visit rugdoctor.com to rent or buy today for a cleaner tomorrow.
Tired of painting? Go Rhino, and you'll never have to paint again. Now you can have the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for brick, stucco, wood, or aluminum. And Rhino Shield won't chip, crack, flake, or peel for home or business. Don't paint, don't vinyl. Go Rhino.
Don't paint, don't vinyl. Go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
We're the Campopiano family, and 4 decades ago, our fathers started Campo Roof.
They taught us to work hard, keep promises, and respect others. Strong values made us Cleveland's most trusted roofing company.
CampoRoof.com.
Closed captioning sponsored in part by...
Sometimes we take ourselves a little too seriously. But you can't be serious with Twizzlers.
Allergy eye relief from Similison of Switzerland. Made with natural herbal extracts, not harsh chemicals. Use them as often as you need. Similison.
For years, I suffered from abdominal pain and bloating. My doctor recommended IBGuard. Now, I'm in control of my IBS. Non-prescription IBGuard calms the angry gut.
I don't know. I think you look so graceful. The two of you look beautiful. That was Thank you. Well, hey, you know, that's what happens. I guess that's what happens. You get your best score, and then they vote you off the dance floor. They kick you out. Let's talk Beverly Hills Housewives. Let's do it. Who has been supportive, and more importantly, who has not been supportive?
That's very Andy Cohen of you to ask
That is very Andy. Did you call him on the phone?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, Lisa Rinna, Eileen came to the ballroom for me. I saw Kyle that. Was scheduled, but she had a vacation, and that's cool. And, you know, everyone else is there.
Kyle, we're talking about this at the reunion show.
All right, Dance with the Stars airs Monday at 8 p.m. on ABC. Tomorrow's show, Rose Byrne will be here at Bella's.
See you tomorrow.
I think what sets News 5 at 11 apart are the reporters we have on the street every night. Everybody works hard. They're so passionate about A, Cleveland, and B, journalism. They put that together and they bring it every show.
We give you everything that you want in a late night newscast. Breaking news. We have great content on enterprise stories that you may have never heard of. It's a total team effort. A lot of people working to bring you the best newscast.
Wrap up your day in a good place.
With us on News 5 at 11.
Time Warner Cable is now Spectrum, redefining what a cable company can be, giving you the power to turn any night into a movie night with over 200 channels available in stunning HD and thousands of titles free on demand, all for $29.99 a month when you call 844-349-2999. Plus, get the freedom to surf, stream, post, and game from all your devices with Spectrum Internet, delivering the fastest starting speeds, 60 megabits per second, with no data caps and a free modem. Just $29.99 a month. Then connect with family and friends near and far with unlimited nationwide calling and unlimited calling to Canada, Puerto Rico, and Mexico with no added taxes or fees. Get Spectrum Voice for just $29.99 a month when you call 844-349-2999. All with no contracts and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Get the power of Spectrum.